Shalom. First and foremost, when we go praise to Paul, Yahweh, Washem, Yoshai, Washem, Kakadash, Koha, Yahweh, Washem, Yoshai, Washem, Kakadash. That's in the ancient Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Yoshai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorant call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. This man's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew, Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all the brothers and moody pushing the spirit in sincerity and in truth. To all believe in this gospel. Shalom. This lesson, as you can see the title here, from Luke News, Jamaica, dated July 4th, 2023. It says, Stop God calls to tackle spread of false info on social media. And a common person would read this and say, okay, yeah, cool, because there's a misinformation that's been spread out there that needs to be tackled. However, this will be used to also clamp down on so-called truths, truthsters or conspiracy theorists, basically revealing the acts of these wicked ass people and ultimately, coming down to the family of the word, which is scripture, the truth being pushed out there will be deemed, when we charged with sedition, right, coming up against the state because the state is wicked, right? And the scripture tells us the eyes of the Most High upon the sinful kingdom and destroy. Like, for example, with Jamaica going towards this digital economy, and a part of the digital economy is to chip people, and a part of the ministry is to teach this. Teach about RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Right, that will be deemed false information. Oh, Jamaica is not going to do away with cash. Okay, sure. Right? You only see these things, there were some moves being made, right, to ultimately come up against the truth. So let's go into this article. And I have the link he posted in this box. I'm going to read the entire thing so you can go through it if you will. It says, with the rise of persons using social media to spread misinformation. So what is misinformation? Who going to determine what is real and what is fake? Because we can't even know the pandemic. A lot of the information was brought out by professionals. And them say, oh no, this is conspiracy theory, this is misinformation. But it's actually facts. But because it go against them agenda, them deem it as misinformation. It says Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says there is no a need for special laws relative to offenses such as digital public mischief to be crafted. We are witnessing a growing trend where individuals exploit social media to create fear, right? And when we speak about the global collapse coming, World War III can be deemed that as well. So we're causing fear. Oh, you talk about the economy will collapse, what prove you have, and blah, blah, black sheep. It's a spread of chaos and disorder. Because we speak about what? The day of doom. The scripture says the day of doom shall be the end of this time. It says declared Anderson at a police press briefing on Tuesday, while noting that the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF has benefited from its various social campaigns aimed at giving wanted men and seizing illegal firearms. The top law enforcer said social media is increasingly becoming an enabler for ill-intentioned persons to spread misinformation. Basically, point out no man show a video about a bomb, on gas station. It wasn't pushed. It's true. A lot of misinformation being pushed out there, but guess what? These moves can also affect us, men of the Lord, who push this truth, because that's the ultimatum for the devil. He want to make sure so he can silence everybody. And what he deems truth, that's what them going to push out there when he can monitor and control every information. This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the south. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Why? From Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 5. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bonds upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. Furthermore, when there's a persecution coming for teaching this truth, Revelation chapter 2 and 10 says, fear none of which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Fearful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. Some of the men of the Lord basically what they locked up and charged was sedition, just like the apostles. Yahushua came and said, the Son of the Most High, what he was crucified because of that, because he spake truth. But to them, what this is a blaspheming. So now when we speak these words in these last days, again, what we're going to be charged with what? Sedition. Oh, them rise up against the state. These men are terrorists. These men are chaos in society. Same thing in talk about Paul. So back to Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 26 now. It says, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So Most High God basically silence the prophets, because what Proverbs, the first chapter, have to fulfill again. Should I say have to fulfill as well? All these prophecies have to fulfill. So the time will come when you're not going to see the prophets out there anymore. These videos like in their life right now, these videos not going to exist anymore. And that's all going to. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5. We can read it up top. We're going to start at verse 8. Apostle Aaron does on this the other day as well. Let's start at verse 8. It says, there shall be also in many places. It's dealing these last days, you know, and the fire shall be sent, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, which basically go up to the farm babies, really. Says, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. And we know when we go to chapter 15, verse 18, tell you why, because the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So friends that will fight against each other, one another in that time to come. It says, then shall wheat eat itself, because scripture says what the mighty monarch cried here bitterly. Wheat will eat itself. People now can be able to bear the times that's coming. And understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber. Because again, the scripture says this. Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the strength of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. But wisdom and knowledge going to be only with his elect. The rest will be like headless chicken, as to say, run to and fro to see the word of the Lord. The same word that they refused, same word they're going to seek, because at that point they're going to know that the prophet had been among them, as is written. Ezekiel 33. It says, and understanding back to 2nd Ezra chapter 5, reading last verse, last line in chapter 9, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber shall be sought of many. So many people won't want understanding in those days. Tell us what is the name of the Lord, how can escape? And yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. One land also shall ask another and say, His righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through deep, and it shall say, No. Right? And at the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. Because this is basically the time of the end, when the Most himself, Yahweh Shem Shai, come bring forth judgment upon this world, and people going to know why, want to know why things are happening, right? But it's, and, when you see moves like this, you know, Saul wouldn't do it at the most end of the day, because he controls everything. But this is another stepping stone for ultimately caused what the family of the word make the prophecy fulfill as written at the end it shall speak or not lie. So the most be made out. Right. So the scripture says this. We're gonna go to Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is your salvation nearer than we believe. Right? So now is high time, yeah? But only the elect will wake up, and only the elect will repent. This is written, the rest were blinded. Right? So that will be since the foreign intellect out there, giving our praise to a point, how about Shem Shai, or Shem Kakadash, the wonders and elders and apostles of great stone, and shalom to the full, shalom.